Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Bam Adebayo, Aya Wilson make appearance at Miami Heat-related event. Bam Adebayo and Udonis Haslem were once again teammates Wednesday. They came together to help host the Bam, Books, and Brotherhood Thanksgiving Twist in Liberty City. Adebayo is the Heat's starting center, while the retired Haslem is one of the most beloved players in franchise history. Adebayo arrived with Las Vegas Aces star Aya Wilson for the event. There are rumors of the two dating, but neither has spoken on the speculation. They have been spotted together several times, including during the Olympics in Paris. Both represented the United States during the Summer Games. The event handed out Thanksgiving meals, including turkeys and sides, to dozens of families for the holiday. They also posed for photos and signed autographs for those in attendance. "I never had an opportunity when I was younger to have NBA players come to my community and impact my community," Adebayo said. "So I can only imagine how that feels. For me, it's just giving back to the community. One of these days you might see one of these kids in the NFL, NBA, you never know. So just being able to share that light or that type of motivation." The Heat are in the middle of a down period. After defeating the Philadelphia 76ers Monday, they are off until playing the Dallas Mavericks Sunday at Kaseya Center. The Heat are fifth in the Eastern Conference at 6-7. These are the Heat's biggest concerns through the first month of the season. Brennan Sims, the Heat are hovering above mediocrity at 6-7. There have been highs and lows, but not much consistency outside of one sharpshooter. Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler have displayed flashes in different games, but they must put it all together if this team has any shot at accomplishing anything. The overall defense has risen to 12th, so that is a step in the Heat basketball direction. Stephanie Meadows, my biggest concern with the Miami Heat is consistency. Despite having to change it occasionally, Coach Spoelstra has to nail down the rotations. "We have seen hopeful glimpses, but our best players have to play their best basketball on both ends of the floor moving forward. We always find a way to make a comeback, but the time is now." Daniel Riccio, my biggest concern is without a doubt the play from Terry Rozier. His stats aren't just drastically down from his Charlotte Hornets tenure, but worse than his half-season in Miami earlier this year as well, which was already in decline. He is a core piece to what the best version of this team looks like. Perhaps a sixth-man role move can help, but if not, the Heat have a serious Rozier problem. Brandon DiPerno, my main concerns about the Heat are complacency and consistency. At their worst this season, Miami has appeared complacent and aloof. At its best, we see major offensive contributions from everybody. The problem is you can't count on a player game to game except maybe Tyler Herro. Sims, Butler's contract year doesn't feel typical. Players usually elevate their performance to secure a new deal, yet he just had his first 30-point game of the season. He's 35 years old, though. Backing up the Brinks truck for him in 2024-25 is a team-building no-no when the team is far from contention. Trading him at the deadline might be wise to avoid losing him for nothing, even if it's tricky due to his past achievements with the team. Prioritizing the Heat's best interests is the main thing here. Meadows, Butler has made it clear that he isn't interested in playing for the money, what he wants is a championship. With Jimmy's age and unpredictability, it may be wise that a trade may be in his future. I personally love Butler and his character and tenacity as a player, but I want what is best for the team. Riccio, I strongly believe that Heat fans haven't seen the best of Butler yet this season. He has essentially bet on himself going into this contract year, so it's on him to put himself in the best position for one final payday. Butler is the catalyst to Miami's success, even at the age of 35. As long as he stays involved and engaged in the offense, this team still has potential to make noise. D. Perno, not great. It's hard to say that after such a great outing against the Sixers, but the fact of the matter is Jimmy has not been a 1A. He struggled to mesh with the offense, and it's telling that his best outing was without Rozier and Jaquez. Miami needs more. NBA rumors: Miami Heat could land Joel Embiid for a massive trade package. Things are not looking great in Philadelphia right now. Star point guard Tyrese Maxey has called out Joel Embiid for his inconsistent appearances at practice, and that report has been circulating since the Heat blew out the 76ers earlier this week. The 76ers have started the season 2-11, with Joel Embiid only appearing in 3 games and not doing himself any favors with regards to pity from the fans. The 76ers tried to build a super team this summer by acquiring Paul George, but ultimately, it has not worked out so far. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat are a side with their own problems, starting the season 6-7 and ranking only 19th in points, 110.9, and 16th in offensive rating, 113.2. The Heat have a closing championship window with Jimmy Butler's future uncertain, and they could go all in to win an NBA championship as soon as possible by targeting an elite player such as Joel Embiid to push them over the top. The Heat might be one superstar away from clicking everything together, especially when Tyler Herro, 24.2 ppg, 5.2 apg, is playing like an all-star right now. With a chance to create a new Big Three, here is a blockbuster mock trade package that would send Joel Embiid to the Miami Heat. By acquiring Joel Embiid, the Miami Heat would instantly become title favorites, forming a devastating Big Three with Jimmy Butler and Tyler Herro. Embiid, the 2022-23 MVP, averaged 34.7 points, 11.0 rebounds, and 5.6 assists last season, cementing himself as the most dominant big man in the league despite dealing with injury issues. Pairing him with Butler's two-way brilliance, 17.7 ppg, 5.3 rpg, 4.9 apg, and Herro's offensive prowess, 24.2 ppg, 5.2 apg this season, creates a core capable of competing with any contender in the NBA. Embiid's defensive presence would address Miami's interior issues, significantly improving their current ranking of 16th in defensive rating, 113.2. Offensively, his ability to score from the post, mid-range, and beyond the arc provides a level of versatility that complements Butler's slashing and Herro's perimeter shooting. The Heat's culture and coaching could also provide the structure Embiid needs to stay engaged and healthy throughout the season. Sure, the cost is steep since Bam Adebayo, 16.3 ppg, 9.5 rpg, 1.2 bpg, is Miami's defensive anchor and heart of the team, but Embiid's apparent appreciation for Jimmy Butler as a player and the fact that Tyler Herro gets his designated role as the second option on the team could make the Heat a far more formidable team than they are right now. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Joel Embiid? Leave your opinion in the comments.